Hello, Ben here from Supercoach Insider. Touched on this briefly yesterday. Thank you very much for joining me. Very excited to announce that we have partnered up with an Australian-based cryptocurrency company called BetU, and basically it's three interrelated platforms, including the BetU platform, which is coming soon, so a betting platform there, and also EarnU, which is a sports prediction game. So basically, you can earn some points, which can be converted into coins each week, and it's a little bit complicated, so I'm going to get you into this and also talk about why we decided to partner up with them as well, because I think it is very exciting and there is a lot of possibilities in this space. So basically, I want to start off though. So before we move on, SC Insider 100, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Also follow us on all our audio platforms as well. And make sure you do so like, subscribe, and keep up the wonderful support that we receive each and every week. Alrighty, so EarnU is the one that we're focusing on. It basically goes off a BetU platform, so it's a cryptocurrency, and it's based off an Australian entrepreneur who created this company because realistically, when you look at the future, you have, say, betting companies, and then you also look at cryptocurrency, and this merges both of them together. So that way, in the future, when you think about how things are going, China's now trying to create their own cryptocurrency, and it's definitely one of the biggest growth markets in the world at the moment. So an Australian entrepreneur wanted to put these two things together, which makes sense because it hasn't been around yet. And so I'm going to explain a little bit about that and how the fantasy kind of game works as far as EarnU. Because what you do get is you get a little bit of a free roll each week if you actually have some BetU coins. So I'm going to explain that a little bit. I've also got 500 promotional codes to go, so everyone can get 100 free bets. So 100 points to bet with this week or next week. So jump on, make sure you get in and amongst some of that action. I will put the code as well as the links into the description below. Always our promotional codes will be SC Insider 100 because it's the best way to find us everywhere. Everywhere you can find us that way. Now, how to play EarnU. Now, EarnU play aims to predict the outcomes of major sports events. So it's kind of like tipping or doing your multi-bets and that kind of thing. And each week they set up new rounds. So the round started yesterday. I didn't know who to pick out of the dogs and the swans, so I ended up leaving it. So I'm going to do my bets today, and each and every round you have your little multis that you use with your free bet, and it gets converted into coins at the end of the round. So basically it's like a little bit of a free roll. If you have some coins, if you have BetU coin, then basically you get a free roll each week in order to try and make some more money. And that's kind of the purpose of it. So I quite like it. You receive your points at the end, so the tokens at the end of the round, and then that way you get more points next week to come up with some more predictions. So all of them are converted to BetU at the end. So basically it's a nice little free roll, which is, I like it. I like doing my multis and that kind of stuff as well. You know that I'm not huge. I prefer player-to-player betting. So when Chris and I bet, speaking of bet updates, Fremantle need to win this week for me. And that future market, which is what they'll be diving into soon, once that BetU casino kind of betting opens up, that's probably one of the big avenues that I'd be looking to use, is using that platform to kind of create a player versus player bet with Chris. So I'm going to go through a little bit of detail today. It can be a little bit confusing as far as, like any cryptocurrency and all of that sort of stuff. So there is a little bit of to get through today. And I'll just give you a little bit of the background as far as me personally and why I feel like it's good for us. So when we have a little bit of look, I'm going to have a look here now on the platform. When we go back, they put through the casino all the paperwork and everything that they needed to submit to all of that. That was around, I think, October 2021. So when we have a look at even the share price, so at the moment for BetU, it's about 12 cents a share, around that kind of point. When they actually put in the paperwork, like any markets, right, the confidence is higher. Once they put in the paperwork for casino, it's a big step. So obviously the shares go up and tailors off until March. I think it was let me have a look. March 22nd, they released their EarnU platform. So then obviously a little bit of traction goes into that. I believe end of April around is what I've read as far as the actual platform to earn, which is where you see a little bit of the market sort of start to really increase and stabilize now that March has hit. And you've already seen the potential once that big news kind of comes in, once the casino sort of actually gets up and running, then you would expect to see a little bit of trend there. That's my prediction. Like any cryptocurrency, you can actually hold crypto and hope and predict that obviously that crypto would increase itself. Then you can actually then bet with that crypto or even earn points to have free bets each week with that cryptocurrency. So a lot of scope in this area again. And I think it's kind of one of those things where over time, you look at a lot of young people sort of betting and trending and doing their multis and that kind of stuff. I think it's a natural progression from cryptocurrency into betting, which is why I do like it. When we have a bit of a look now, so I'm going to have a look here. Also, when they talk about points in the fantasy game of things, like with the free bets, right? 25. So when the betting company does actually open up, 25% of that bookmaking margin will actually get burnt, so that reduces the supply. Another 25% actually goes to fund that fantasy game, so they're not just deflating their own the worth of the coin, and then the other 50% actually goes towards BetU, the company. So when the betting company actually opens up, like any Bet365 or any kind of betting agency, there is obviously a profit for the house if you lose, but then part of that loss actually goes to help fund the fantasy side of things, and then half gets burnt, which then helps deflate that supply. So that way it doesn't kind of deflate its value. The other part as well is that peer-to-peer bets, which I was really talking about. So for instance, with Chris and myself, we had a bet Fremantle, and you can have obscure bets, which is why I really like it, because you could put this obscure bet out there, someone else might pick it up and run with it. Basically, you both put, say, a deposit in, and then it's agreed upon whoever wins, and any issues with that, basically, they can act as a mediator to then determine who gets the money as worst case scenario. Like poker, it's kind of like a little bit of a rake, so 1%, and even in that 1%, I think it says a quarter of that will be burnt, 1/4 goes to charity, and the other half goes to the company. So again, it's that process here where I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of context as far as what I've been reading, as far as the processes on that and how it sort of works. So peer-to-peer is what I like, because it's what we are already about. Hence also, this bad boy here that I got off a friend when we looked at a weird obscure bet with Tuke Miller and Rao not going 300 Supercoach points in against West Coast. Do you know what I mean? So that's the kind of stuff that I like. I am definitely more about betting with a player to a player. And that's, I think, where we'd really use this in the future. But I do like the fact I can earn free stuff. You know me. I like free things. I like lots of opportunities, and I definitely like things that make sense. And for me, this makes sense. So there we are. So that's the first part. Now, when you go into EarnU.io, basically you can register your own account here, username, passwords, emails, etc. Then referral code. Throw in SC Insider 100. What this does is that if you do purchase 1,000 BetU tokens, basically it gets registered that you're a referral of us, and then when 10 people do it, we get a small kickback or something or other. So join us on this train, and I'll explain the processes now as far as the free bets go, and also once you create your account, how to actually access your 100 points, which are free if you use the SC Insider 100 promo code, which I'm going to put in everything in the description as well, by the way. All right, so let me go and log in. So basically, we log in here, and you can see, if you see my balance, I've got 5,000 BetU tokens, right? So I've got 5,000 BetU coins, and I'm going to hit on join round. Now, when you go to join round, you're going to see a promo code. Have a promo code? Yes, you do have a promo code, ladies and gentlemen, and you put in SC Insider 100, apply that code, and bang, you just get yourself an extra 100 points. Now, like I was saying, with all of the points that you have and all of your coins and how you can get free bets each week, this is a free roll. You can lose your multi each and every week and not actually lose a single thing. So it's basically a nice little way to see how these points go. I'll be doing a weekly video and sort of seeing how I progress and seeing how I track. I'll probably do a bit of a mixture between some safe multis, because I'd rather have that safe, something that at least grows it, and then a little bit few more obscure ones to go with it, and see how we go there. So when I've got here, I've got saying available balance, I've got 5,000 BetU, which means that I get a 50 points free bet for this round. SC Insider 100's in there. So basically, with that code, I've got 150 for this week. Now, realistically, I probably shouldn't put my own promo code in there, but it's working. So guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to let one ride, and you now have I think there's 499 left. And because, look, it's in there, so who are we kidding? I'm going to use this on this round. So let's go. And I'm going to go join round. And now it comes up. Obviously, we love AFL. We're focusing on AFL. And I'm going to have a bit of a look as far as what I can do for this round. So here we go. Different sports. If you're into rugby, cricket, soccer, etc., you name it. There's also different ones here you can do. Aussie rules. And this is, even some more markets. I like it. Demons against Essendon. Essendon obviously have no shot in the world. So over 160 points, probably. Over and unders, I don't mind. Winners has to be the Demons. Let's have a look. And totals, overs and unders. And I might go over 164 points. That one's nice and easy. What do we got? What else we got? Let's go back. So I'm going to do these all separately. Easily. Bombers for the win as well. And can the Crows? Surely the Crows can't win. $3. That's a big one though. Unders and overs, 160 points. Don't know about that. They're usually quite fierce, those two teams. So Port Adelaide, they can't let me down 2 weeks in a row, surely. So I actually lost my bet last week because of Port Adelaide, so they weren't very happy. Giants, I think, have to get up against the Suns just because they have to. No ifs, and over buts around that one. Collingwood and Geelong, I think Geelong also bounced back, so I think they're a very safe bet. The one I'm not sure about is the Saints and Richmond. I think they're very head-to-head, so I'll probably leave that one this week. Brisbane at the Gabba, they can't lose. They just can't lose. Even $1. Oh, should I even get rid of that? See what the unders and overs on points are. Get rid of that one. Let's have a look at what else we have here. Brisbane, 164 points. A few have been low scoring, haven't they? Look, I'm just going to throw that in there for value. Why not? Lions can't lose. They can't lose, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's have a look at what else I can do here. Carlton will beat the Hawks. Hawks have been really good for the first couple. McAvoy is now also out with a neck fracture, so no chance in hell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go with those 5. I'm going to leave out the Saints. Fremantle aren't even up there at the moment. So it's probably the way to go there. And I'm going to click and go... I'm going to go to my picks. I'm going to throw this on a multi. So the right-hand column here, hit my multi. Doesn't support multiple selections from the same event. Well, that's obviously not good for me. So I'm going to go and get rid of that 164. I'm just going to play safe wins, safe-ish wins, and I'm going to throw 100 points straight on that. Place, confirm, yes, thanks, make another pick. Right, so I'm pretty happy with that. I don't really know much about rugby league, so I'm not too sure about that. Let me see what else we can find. And... okay, let's have a bit of a look. Saints and Richmond. Might expand this up a little bit so I can see what we've got. Okay. Under or over, Saints and Richmond. Okay, so let's have a look. What would be the possible upset for this week? I don't think Geelong could lose. I think Collingwood can't really. Suns could upset the Gold Coast. Adelaide could definitely upset Port Adelaide, but I don't think I'm game enough for that. Essendon have no shot in hell. Basically, yeah, so let's have a look. And we might just go... who's the best chance of upsetting? Probably Gold Coast. Giants are pretty crappy. So I reckon Gold Coast are probably our best chance of upsetting. And... I still don't want to bet on those two teams. So, look, that's pretty much it is what it is for that. I might go with them on their own even. Gold Coast Suns. And let's throw a nice little 25er. Oh, no, stuff it. Let's go 50. Go to the Gold Coast, mate. Got to go. Place picks. Here we go. And let's go for that. So, done, and done. Those are my picks for this week. Gold Coast Suns as a bit of an upset for the Giants, just in case my other one doesn't get up. Otherwise, again, I've gone for a bit of a safe one. And if you have 1,000 tokens that you want to bet into it, that way you get 10 free points each week, which means you can go for a bit of a multi try and pick some outcomes. I'll show you what I mean about some of these other ones. Rugby league as well. Basically, you can just go and do your normal tips, whether it's a draw or which team wins. If you're usually a bit of a tipping guru, then it's a nice way to get some free points there. You can also see what other people have put on the bet. So you can see me just going Gold Coast on the head, 6 with a multi. Some people are going Liverpool. So it actually tells you what other people are going for those bets and what sort of odds. And basically the idea is that each week I do a bet that wins, and then that way those points get tallied in, and I should, over the next month, because I'll be tracking this definitely over the first month, hopefully I'll get some more points in there for you. And otherwise, it'll be great television because I'll just start raging and rampaging over how, maybe Port Adelaide lost again. Or I'll be absolutely stoked when Gold Coast come through and beat GWS. So look, either way, I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. Getting crypto is probably a little bit more of a challenging topic, so I might save that for another day. Like anything, you can't just, log in and just deposit money. You obviously need to buy crypto and then transfer that into your account. There is an app coming, I believe, as well, so they'll streamline that process. Again, this has only been in the works, so it's been obviously in the works for quite a long time, but the BetU, obviously, the casino and all of the processing, because it's quite a significant process to be able to go through and put all that paperwork in, as well as the obviously launched for the fantasy side of things, so the EarnU, earn those points, get a bit of a free roll. So basically, that started 22nd of March. So if you're into cryptocurrency, if you're into betting and betting platforms, and you want to have a free roll, get yourself some BetU coin and go on to EarnU. Use those coins to be able to earn some more coins. That's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. And you can't lose your original there. Obviously, like anything, the stock market and the rest of that stuff as well. But I do genuinely believe that as the BetU platform comes up in operation to actually allow gambling and normal multi-bets and all those things as well, the price will definitely inflate like we have seen previously. Once there's more confidence in that and everything's operational, now's probably the time to get on. Like any betting platform, there's a lot of money in betting platforms. So if you're on early, basically enjoy that ride. Join us. Let us know what you're thinking. Any questions, please do like and subscribe and hit me up via a message, and I'll get back to you with as much help as I can. I'll also put the Discord link as well if you want to follow. I'm in that Discord link, posting up some chats on what I think as well. Join the great community, and that is it from us. I'll put the link for Twitter as well. All of this stuff in there, ladies and gentlemen. And that's it for me today. Stay tuned and see how we go. Go the Gold Coast Suns, but obviously Brisbane Lions #1. And that's it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.